Hey guys, I just wanted to quickly put out a video today and talk about something that's really close to my heart, and that is, well, as you may know, because I've discussed this before, I do suffer from anxiety. I suffer from slight depression, not as much as my anxiety, but it's a hereditary trait, and I do take medication for it, and I think there's a lot of stigma that's attached to that. Um, And I faced that stigma even before I was diagnosed, especially as a younger person, because my anxiety would be so bad that sometimes I would call people about 10 to 15 times a day because I'd be worried that either A, there was something wrong with them, or B, that they didn't like me, and that's why they weren't getting back to me. I had a very interesting night where my dreams were really, funny enough, very positive and creating this kind of world that I kind of aspire to have. Unfortunately, when you wake up after that, you're like, oh man, that wasn't real. And I kind of sat there in my bed for a while and went, why isn't this a reality? The major thing for me was, in my dream I was in a relationship with someone, and I'm currently single. And, in my everyday life, being single is not that big a deal. Like, I've recently started dating again after being really busy for, I was with school and I was starting a business for a couple of years, and just the way I live my lifestyle is very hard for me to meet new people that aren't clients. And most of my clients are either, families or professional business people. So you don't really meet people to date in those situations. So it was one of those things, anyway, I'm going off topic, that I woke up, that was one of the things. And the other thing was that I was having, I was living this very high life, and I was living in, New York City, and when I woke up I went, damn, none of that was true. But who's to say that I can't make that a reality? But I did sit there for about 35 minutes in my bed and kind of went, oh God, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? The grogginess in my head, people posting on Facebook, and this is one of the other things as well that I wanted to bring up, but people posting things on Facebook and me going, oh, why isn't that me? It's an interesting factor about myself, and I think with a lot of people that people don't like to discuss. People that suffer from anxiety and depression, I'm not gonna speak for everyone. I'm gonna speak for myself. I specifically sometimes get trapped so much in my own head that I don't even see the good that's going on in the world. This is why sometimes it can be very hard to maintain relationships with people, either friendships or, romantic relationship. You're constantly conscious of what others think of you, and because you're so worried that you need to be perfect all the time. And as a friend pointed it out to me earlier this week, and was so glad, I'm going to shout out to Rock. Thank you so much. I sometimes do this thing where I try to turn the tension away from myself by teasing someone. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just being sarcastic. They enjoy it. Like, it's banter. It's whatever. Unfortunately, in this situation, the person felt really uncomfortable. So I apologized. And my friend was like, I thought you weren't going to really do that to people anymore, especially people you don't know. And I realized, you know what? This is something that I do to overcompensate. Like, I am turning the attention away from me because because I don't want people to pay attention to me for something negative that isn't even existing, just in my own head. I feel like that's even a symptom of kids that bully other kids because they want to escape that kind of reality of their own lives and take it out on someone else. So it's really good for me to be able to recognize this, now at 33, almost 34. It's funny as well, like I was thinking about this as well, because when I get depressed like that, my go-to is to eat really bad food for myself, and I'm not like a big eater, but I'll make really elaborate food. Like I've gotten to the point in my life, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do something wrong, I'm going to do it so wrong. I'm going to do it right. I'm going to make the biggest friggin' cookie cake thing that I possibly can, cover with whipped cream, chocolate, blah, blah, blah. And by the time I finish making it, I'm not hungry for it anymore because I've been snacking the whole time. But I'll still eat it. And this is why I, as a person, have had to really take into account my habits, go back to the gym, get a personal trainer, really focus on the good people in my life, the people that I like, and I have to say, you know what, so what, I'm not the most popular person in the city, who is, so what if I'm not the guy who has the six-pack, because who is, I'm not the most charismatic, I'm not this, but what I am, and you have to focus on that, and this is, I guess, the point of my video, is that when you have those down moments, like I did today, you have to turn it around. You have to say to yourself, I have a really awesome family. The friends that I do have really care about me. The friends that I had but couldn't deal with me, you know what? I don't need those people in my life because those people don't matter. They matter to someone, but they don't have to matter to me. If they make you feel bad, then you don't need them. I think in those situations where you start to feel down on yourself, you start to doubt, you have to go, you know what, I have talent. I know my limitations, and I'm constantly, every day, pushing through them. I love me. And I do. I really do. And I think the reason I wanted to put this video out more than anything, partially for myself, to be able to look at myself doing this and say, you know what, you're important to so many people, but also to tell people those days where you feel like nothing can happen, nothing matters, you're amazing, you're doing so much. You don't have to reach for the moon. If you want to reach for the moon, you can totally reach for the moon. But if you don't get it, it's not the end of the world. Because there's always going to be someone there who loves you and wants to take care of you. Or even if they don't want to take care of you, they'll be there for you. And I'm really happy with the people that I have and the people that are there for me. And one day, who knows? Maybe I will get the moon. But if I don't, then at least I can always say, you know what? I've done what I've done. Anyway, I am feeling super chintzy and super cheesy right now, but I'm also smiling, and that's really important to me. And I just want to say that people that have watched this video, you're awesome. People that didn't, you're awesome. I'm just happy that I have a lot of people in my professional and personal life that really are there for me, and keep on rocking it out. All right, I gotta think of a better catchphrase, but I'm gonna go eat some breakfast, and thanks for watching, and take care.